Now we are going to make a histogram. So again, I'm going to start with showing you the data. So let's get down here to serial again. It's just a good, easy one to use. And we see again, we have categorical or numerical or qualitative or quantitative variables. We're going to be using this since this is in our data set, then we can use it later. Now we're going to go to plots, create plot, and they're already labeled by their name. We're working on histogram, so I'm going to select histogram. It opens up a new prompt window, select data set. I'm going to use serial again. And then when that happens, I can pick a variable. So let's do carbohydrates because we did that in the last one. Down here, I can't do frequency and relative frequency at the same time like I did with the frequency chart. I have to do them separately. If I'm going to do it first with frequency, and then I'm not going to adjust the counts. I'll show you what that is in a second, and I'll show you the smoothing too. But if I want to label my graph, I could change the title to it in this section. I could change the x-axis and the y-axis. Rguroo defaults to the variable name that is listed in the data set and frequency for the y-axis. So x-axis is the default name of the variable and y-axis is the frequency because I selected frequency. If I change that to relative frequency, then it is going to change the y-axis to relative frequency. Now right here is histogram of total carbohydrates. Again, if I wanted to change that title here, I could do it there and hit an eyeball, and then it changes it at the top. Now, notice, that I don't know how tall each of these bars are. If I want to be able to do that, I put counts in, and counts will now put the numerical number above each of the bars to let me know how much is in each section or in each bin. If I want to do smoothing normal here, again, now this shows me my normal distribution on top of my histogram. And it can also show me the skewness because this should be the mean, and then it can tell you the spread of the data, which we are going to get into a little bit more in this class. Details. Under details, you have bins and bars. You can hide the bars. You can, this is the color of the smoothing normal distribution curve, so I can change that to pink. Title and axis, I showed you could also do that on the basics page, but you can change the title name here. You can change the Y and X axis. You can change their labels, their ticks. Okay. Legend and grid, you can show a legend, you can give a title for it. Plots and attributes and superimpose text. If I want to write anything on there, I can superimpose it onto. So I'm going to hit think. I updated it to purple from red. Play around with the basic and the details. I can change my data set quickly. Okay, I can change my variable, but then also make sure that you change your title accordingly. And like now I've created a new histogram right away, but now it's on serving size. If I want to compare them, I would open up another plot histogram. And it's going to open up another new window up here. I can still use the same data set. But now I would do serving size compared to sugars. And I had relative frequency on the last one. I had counts and I had smoothing. So now I have the histogram of sugars or the histogram of serving size. And I can just scroll through and I can go back to serial, the raw data, and see if it makes sense. So that's how you create a histogram inside of Rguroo.